we are not going to do anything fancy here. This is the ABCs of compositing. So, an image of the Earth, an image of the Moon. I'm hitting Command tilde to jump back and forth between these two Photoshop documents. Both are round, correct? Yes. So selecting these, if you want to select one of these, what tool should you use? Now, the most primitive way to select this is to take the lasso tool and start to try to draw a circle around the moon, and that's not going to work particularly well. I'm going to hit Command D to deselect that. If this image is round, gee whiz, don't we have something that'll allow us to select in a elliptical or circular manner? So hold down the mouse button and select the elliptical marquee tool. Pay attention to what's going on up here and make sure that you don't have one of these others selected, and that all this is just normal. I'm going to come out around the center and click and start dragging. Now, when I do that, the selection starts. If I hold down Option, I select from the center. If I hold down Shift along with Option, I drag out a perfect circle. See? There's the perfect circle. Whoa, 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 whoa. Command 0. Sorry about that. And I'll deselect. Let's try that again. Click and drag, hold down Option, hold down Shift, and I'm just going to come out a little beyond this so you can see, hey, there's our selection. And we didn't start quite from the center, huh? So I'm still holding down the mouse button. I'm still holding down Option and Shift. Then I'm going to hold down the space bar too. And with the space bar added, look, I can move this selection around. Then I can position it, let go of the space bar. Well, maybe hold it down, just move it a little bit more. And I'm going to get most of the moon, because what we're going to find out, I'm going to let go of the mouse button, and I have my selection. Then I can jump this to a new layer, Command J. I told you, this is primitive. There are better ways to do what I'm about to do. Then hit the letter F twice, because I need to be able to see this other tab right here, the Earth one. Now we've got the moon on its own layer. See, we'll hide this. Look, see, it's all by its lonesome. And it doesn't have a black outline. It's just the moon. And yeah, we cheated. We didn't get all of it. Because, want to know a secret? Neither the Earth or the moon is perfectly spherical, right? Excuse me. Hit the letter V if you haven't already to get the Move tool. Be on the layer we jumped, and I'm going to click and drag this over to this tab, and when I hover over the tab, it jumps. Now, I'm not going to drop this. I still have the mouse button held down. I'm going to hold down Shift, which says drop this right in the center. Then let go of the mouse button, and did that work? If we hide this, hey, look, is the moon a little bigger than the Earth? How can we tell? Well, we can do a couple things. We can change blending modes or change the opacity. Hey, what's going on? Can we really see what's going on? So I'm going to hit Command T and then grab a corner, and I don't want to squish the moon, right? Hold down Shift to constrain it, and then hold down Option to move it from the center. Now we want to get the moon about the same size as the Earth. And that's about it. We've got, you see, we've got Earth on the left and bottom. Well, that's okay. I can hit Return and then nudge it with the arrow keys. We'll move it over a little bit. We'll move it down a little bit. And then with this in position, and yeah, we can have a little atmosphere around the moon. That's what this blue glow is. That's how thin our atmosphere is. And then we could, hey, change the blending mode, play around with different ones just to see what would happen, or, or a combination of the two. Go back to normal. We could change the opacity. What happens then? But better than that, I'm back to normal, 100% opacity. I'm going to put on the moon's layer, I'm going to put a mask on it. And then get the gradient tool, Make sure that black to white is selected, not one of these other screwy ones. And then come down here on the mask. Make sure the mask is selected, not the moon. Click and drag. And I'll just show you, if I click in the center and just drag a short line, we get a little half and half action. What if I come down here to the bottom and click and drag up? It depends where you start, how this works. Pretty cool, huh? And that's just with a mask and the gradient tool. Now think, this is a mask. It's got black and white on it. What have we done before with masks with black and white? White reveals, black conceals. On this moon, where there's black, you don't see the moon. And then where there's this gray transition, you see the moon being revealed a little bit more and more and more. If we wanted to control it, hey, couldn't we use a brush? Hit the letter B. Oh, and I got the pencil there. That's why I didn't see it. That's why I hit the letter B. I was cheating. And then we can, I'm holding down Control and Option. We can make our brush smaller, right? Make our brush smaller. We can adjust the hardness going up and down. We want it to be really soft, right? And then, depending on our opacity and our blending mode, normal, we could come in here and paint and reveal, a little bit more. Make our selection not just that gradient, but we could begin to modify it. Now, these simple tricks in conjunction with a little artistry is the beginning of compositing. There's a lot more to it, and there's crazy cool things that you can do. Think about it.